It looks way cooler with a top on it. We're gonna have some work ahead of us here today. New day in the shop. This is Jeepster Marathon week. I'm gonna thrash on this thing all week long and see if I can't make it run and drive. Today is seat day. We've got the seats. We've already showed you the seats a little bit. Exactly what you designed. I'm gonna figure out how to mount these things in this car. So I've got one setting in here. It actually looks dang good setting in there. Now I just gotta figure out how to tie this to the Jeepster, make it so it adjusts and does all the things, because Michelle's shortish. So I gotta make it so she can drive it way up and still big size people like me and Jace and Tom can get in it and drive it too. We'll solve all those problems. We'll figure out the right height up and down to get it off the floor so your feet feel normal. Bunch of stuff to work out, but we'll get it.
Everyone's hard at work, especially Jace, right?
Yeah, especially.
Woo, those look good.
They do. If I can figure out how to get them mounted down in here, they're gonna be great. I've kind of got an idea.
I just had to come down and check on the progress, and it's right in front of the fan, so it's gonna go.
Progressing.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's going places.
All right, I'm going back to clean.
So I've kind of got a game plan going here. Mounting that to the floor. I'm gonna run down to the cars real quick and do some measure taping on the other one of these we have down there and see where the original seat sets. See if I can kind of get a general idea of where it's at. We may have to bolt this top on so that we can figure out exactly where my head's gonna set in this thing. Make sure we're not too high. All right, just pulling up to the cars here. Let's go take our notebook and our stuff over here and do a little writing and see what we got. That's what she looks like right there. Should be able to get some measurements on that other side. All right, I think I got some numbers jotted down here. I think we got enough figured out that we can go, hopefully, get this thing set and get the seats mounted and get everything in place. Back to the shop.
Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. So occasionally we have companies that reach out to us that want us to promote their products, and we only pick the ones that we really like. This one's a little bit different because I actually reached out to them. This is something that is very important to me, and I know that can help a lot of you guys out there. So Paul and I's life has been kind of a whirlwind in the last 5 years, and there has been some super great times and there's been super bad times. There's been more blessings than curses, I think, but there's been some pretty tough stuff that's happened to us in the last 5 years, and it's been hard to navigate through. We started this YouTube channel in 2020, right during the COVID epidemic. Paul quit his job and decided to do full-time YouTube, and it was scary. We've had amazing employees that work for us. We've been able to meet so many of you guys. We've had amazing opportunities, but we've also struggled too. In those 5 years, Grandpa Sherman, Paul's dad, passed away, along with my dad, a couple of years after him. There's been times where you just want to throw your hands up in the air and just like give up on everything, because it's like you can't make anybody happy. Life can be pretty tough sometimes. That's why I feel like mental health is like super important to talk about, because there are too many times that people don't feel like there's anything left to give or any purpose for them on this earth anymore. I guarantee you that every single person that's watching this right now has a plan in this life, and there are people that love you more than you ever know. And there are people out there that want to help you. I actually love talking to people that do this for a living that can help me navigate through different trials that I'm experiencing in my life.
BetterHelp wants to find the best therapist just for you, so all you have to do is fill out a quick questionnaire and they will find the best match for you. And if it turns out the therapist they picked for you isn't the right fit, you can switch to another one at no extra cost.
One thing that I've loved about BetterHelp is that it's simple. I can just go in my bedroom and turn my laptop on and talk to somebody. So if there's any of you guys that are out there struggling right now and you want to try this out, you can go to betterhelp.com/fabrats, and that code will get you 10% off of your first month of therapy. We've only met a small percentage of you guys, but just know even us here at Fabrats love you and you're important to us, and you're important to a lot of people. Keep trucking. Things are gonna get better. They always do. So let's get back to the video.
All right, we are getting ready to put the top on so we can see where these seats have to set height-wise. But they bondoed over the holes here. We're gonna drill them out, trying to decide what size. We'll go with a trusty 3/8. That'll always do something. That was easy. So one up there.
No, I don't think there's one up there.
Probably those two right there is what go with that. We just want to take it out. Just bondoed over them. We don't need them. All right.
Pack her in.
Go get tough, fellas. Just don't break the windows.
And you're making that look heavy.
There you go. I think we're in the ballpark. Well, once we get the weeds off of it, we might be.
That looks pretty good. Smaller than I thought with that on it.
Go forward. It
Looks-
steps up a little bit.
Dude, that color that it has would look sweet with the orange.
It's gonna be kind of that. Keep it from falling off. It looks way cooler with a top on it.
Yeah, it does. It does look sweet with the freaking top on it.
It's coming together. Just put like 3 across the top. All right, that one started.
You got bees in it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, there's some bees. Go get a can of stuff.
Looks like something now.
Now we can get the roll cage measured out so it fits under the top. There's a whole bunch of stuff that had to happen with this being on, so.
Huh?
You're in the middle of the frame though.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah, that looks-
cooler with the top on it.
But I like the color of it already. Thing's
Yeah, it
sweet.
just looks, makes it look more complete, doesn't it? It really does.
Frankenstein look right now. The moment of truth. Oh, that's not bad.
It's not terrible.
But it's got a...
It can't go up much more than that though.
No, your head will hit.
Yeah, that's pretty much. We're gonna have builders physically low as we can build it. All right, well, that was a lot of work just to know clearance on heads, but
Should be good.
she'll clear. It's just me again, late night shift. But we're making progress. Sometimes I do my best work. It's just me in the shop, just figuring things out. So, back rail is in. Front one's going in. It's gonna look something of that nature. Go to the other side and we'll put this piece in it. See if it fits. Let me get this shifter out of our way here. Well, that didn't quite work like I thought it might. Just fell over. I'm gonna have to just set that right there like so. Put that in there. It's close-ish. That's somewhat about like I think it's gonna work. Maybe too much. Too much angling. That puts that at 4 to the center. That puts that a little under 2. It just depends if it puts me up into the roof or not. I can stand to lower that just a fraction. That's gonna be, it's actually not gonna be terrible slope on the seat. I'm trying to figure how that sets, and it's not gonna be like ridiculously bad. That should be plenty tough to hold the floor up. Do everything it needs that way. We just gotta center it up, do a little tacking and wash my hands, grab the seat, build some tabs, see if we like it. Something of that nature right there. Probably run a couple of pipes in the middle back there somewhere. Yeah, pretty straightforward and easy setup here. I just remembered that I gotta make a hinge on the passenger side. I need that seat to tip forward so that people can get into the back. Got a chunk of pipe here. This actually is Chad's old tire rod off of his wrecker from the wrecker games that he bent. I'm gonna bore the inside of that out to where this pipe will just slide inside of it nicely. So it'll have that much meat in it still. I'll make it nice and tight so it makes a hinge on there. I'll slide those onto the frame before, weld them on, bolt the seat to the piece I'm putting it to. Then I'm gonna go steal a latch out of a Suburban, I think. An old Chevy Suburban has a latch on the back that I think I can use. So see if I can find all the parts. I did not bore you with this because it was boring. Literally, I bored that hole out. And now it fits. I've got 2 bushings. I'm about done for the night. It's dark outside. I've had all I want. Have a shower and we'll jump back on this tomorrow. We should be able to get the seats mounted fairly easy. I still have to build a latch for the back of that seat to hold it down. I think Suburban's got what I need in there though, so we'll check that out tomorrow and hopefully have seats in this thing. I'm digging the way it looks though with that top on it. I think it's pretty good. Basically, I think we're ready to start tacking this thing together. Set some seats on here and see what the angle feels like and looks like. I got my hinges slid on the pipe already. I've got figured out how to keep them centered. Don't worry, I got that under control, I hope. We'll measure, tack these bottoms and then tack these in place. And then we'll set a seat on it, tack the seat in place and see what the angle feels like, see if it fits in here basically. We'll go to tack welding.
Alright, me and Carl have been doing something that's really not anything to do with fabbing or anything, kind of. Carl's been putting together a doghouse for my boy Scout. Scout, you gonna get a new house. That was his OG house. It was a custom water tank thing and I just cut a hole into it. And it's worked for him great, but Scout's been moving higher up in the rankings and Scout, you like the new house though? Say something. Say yes. There we go. Alright, now we need to go like Family Dollar and find some stuff for the inside.
Alright, we got them tacked together. Now we're just gonna try to figure out square and then we can start putting seats in this thing, I hope. Let's go 14.5 to the center. Alright, we're tacking that. Alright, that one's holding strong for a minute. Let's see what we got here. 26 to the center. 26 to the center. That's pretty dang close to exactly the same as we get. We'll tack them. I guess I get a seat and set it in here. There's no room in the end. You can't get your feet under the steering wheel, and your head's in the roof. First attempt was a failure. We've got to lower this. The angle on the seat's actually pretty good though, is the problem. We're gonna have some work ahead of us here today. 1 3/4 and 1 1/4 out of the front is all I'm gonna gain.
You could step it.
Can't, because that's there. Transfer case is right under it. Cut those off and maybe it'll fit. Maybe it'll be closer. As close as you can get without hitting. That's going to help a whole bunch, I think. Measure tape it out again and tack it in place. That's gonna do for it. Still ridiculous. Interesting. We may have to scrap this whole plan and go with something else because I need to be down lower. This ain't gonna work. Alrighty, so these seats have turned out to be more of a chore than I wanted them to be. I'm just not happy with the seat angle and steering wheel in your lap. It just doesn't work. So we've got to drop this as physically low as we can, which means a piece of this 2-inch flat is going to be here and down to there. We'll cut the bar so it angles into the side of it. We'll chop this off till it's level. This is going to set right on the ground. That should get us about 2 inches farther down, which is going to help a bunch. It's going to be hard, lots of effort for those minimal inches, but we're gonna go for it. Chop, cut, hack, whack. See if we can make it lower, and then we'll get Michelle down here to set in it, test fit it, see if she likes it. I gotta be remotely happy with it before I even bring her down, or I'm wasting my time. That's what I'm thinking here. Should be, that's as flat and low as we can get her now. The back will just set flat on the floor. We'll cut all that off and deal with it. This is what's gonna determine it. I think I have to use that because it's gonna hit right here, so. I think that's what it's gonna look like. Orbiter. Yeah, that's what we like to call it. It dropped it, it's lower. I'll cut that off. All right, we're making some progress here. Things are welded in. I'm gonna set the seat in. I gotta drill a hole right here. It's gonna get a little interesting, I think. All right, please fit this time. We're close. We're stinking close. How's that? For better drivability. Still. I don't mind that. I think we can do it. It's pretty close to center right there. All right, we're way better than we were. Check this out. Things are happening. I've got the laser set up, pointing on the seat, finding the center, getting it square. I'm gonna go ahead and tack this in place. And I'm gonna get Michelle down here to set in it, see if it's good. Or at least good enough, because I've about run out of options on how I can make this work. All right, Michelle's here. She's gonna test fit this thing.
Let's check it out.
See if it works better, more better.
I came earlier. Oh yeah, that's better.
Moves forward and backwards.
Oh yeah.
So you
Then
can
you can
adjust
drive it and I can drive it.
That's the plan.
No, that's
You
good.
Shut the door. You don't even know if it's good. You don't drive with the door open. There you go.
Way better with the door
Thank
shut.
you.
Yep, I like it. I love the steering wheel too.
You can reach the shifter.
Yep. Everything's good.
Where do you want the four-wheel drive shifters? How far can you reach? That's what I'm trying to get at. There we go. So the shifter's pretty much your max forward reach.
Yes, without having to go like this.
I kind of want them out of the way because I don't think you're going to use the shifters a whole lot.
I don't think I am either.
So I don't really want them back in the way where you have to deal with them, but
Sweet.
one partially done.
Thank you.
Now I got to weld it all together. Where would you want it? Where's your...
That's pretty good right here.
If you reached for the brake pedal, where would you reach? All right, perfect. That's what I wanted to know, so I know where to put it. How about the gas pedal? Okay, perfect. We'll get them in that general area, I think.
Good job, boys.
I wish it was perfect and done. The last 10% is tedious. I don't know if any of you guys have ever built a car, but the last 10% sucks. And we're just dropping into that 10% now.
But I love it, and you
It's-
love me.
It's gonna be good when
And
it's
I'm
done.
glad you're building this for me.
You didn't even notice I had a top on it.
I did too. I watched the videos last night. It looks awesome with the top on it.
That doesn't count watching
Jace
videos.
wants to leave it that color, but I'm painting it. I am not. Normally, if this was Paul's ride,
Oh yeah, she would stay.
stay
Guaranteed.
patina. But this isn't Paul's ride. This is Michelle's ride. So
Yep.
we're painting her. She's gonna look pretty.
I didn't take you along, but I went down to the cars. Look what I found. A little latch. This is out of a Suburban, like a 2000-ish Chevy Suburban on the seat, and it's gonna work perfect on this seat. It was good enough for Chevy, and then it's good enough for Jeep in 25. So I'll kind of walk you through what I got going. I got to run to the hardware store and get a piece of, I don't have any rods small enough to fit in this, but it's gonna weld somewhere like this, and then I'll just make a little loop here, and this will clip into it. This hinges up and down. Pretty straightforward, basic, easy design, so I think it's gonna work. I'll go find a piece of rod, we'll get that built, and hopefully within the hour I got seats in it.
The other day I put a new timing chain and a bunch of new parts in old blue, and then I turned up the boost gauge a little bit, or down, or not, yeah, I don't know what I did. But it put 25 pounds of boost down and separated the head from the motor, and now, come look at this, come look at this. She's a milkshake now. So I done did blued up old blue. So now I gotta take it away. Y'all should comment if I should twin turbo it next, because I feel like that would be pretty cool. Alright, I feel like, in good fashion, I should attempt to do a burnout in it on the way out, taking it back to Grandma's house.
Alright, we are welding the latch system together. Try to get it made and put together. We'll see how this goes. Now we just gotta figure out how it all welds together in here.
I think that's gonna work.
I think it's gonna work just fine.
It actually looks like it works really well.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. You just lift it, tip the seat up, slip between it. I gotta cut all this stuff, wedge this, and I got lots of cleanup work, but the basic principle of the tilt seat is there. Now I just gotta clean everything up, grind all the edges, make it all nice. We'll put the seat back in it and I'll show you, so I'll get that done. Seats are in it. I think it worked out pretty good. I'll pull the lever and show you it tilting forward. Doesn't tilt as much as I want, but turns out there's a floorboard in the way and it won't let it tilt any farther. Slide that up. Should be able to pull that thing. Should be able to get in there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, anyone that's very big isn't getting in the back of this thing anyways. I think it's gonna work. I'm convinced that's good enough. This is where I plan on riding most of the time in this car. It's in the passenger seat, so it doesn't rattle, doesn't wiggle. I think that's good. Now I got to mount pedals, get those dealt with, and a transfer case shifter, get it hooked in there right. Then there's never any list, but we'll chalk a few more things off after we get those done. So we're customizing this Holley pedal here. We had to cut it, bend it, so I can get my brake and my gas pedal kind of lined up in there. Just welding it back together. Just like that.
Should work.
That's gonna be way closer to working. We're gaining. I gotta put one nut zerd in, and then we'll have pedals.
Brake pedals already in. Everything like that.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Let me find my marker. I'll mark the nut zert and we'll drill it and bolt right in. All right. Going in with the nut zert. Maybe. Oh, did I drill it? I didn't drill it enough. Okay, that should do her. I'll go get a bolt. All right, let's bolt this in. It's still hot in case you're wondering. Just burned my little phalanges.
Doesn't look too hot.
Well, come grab hold of it.
I believe what you said.
Sounds like you're questioning my hotness. Grab me a 7/16 wrench, if you will.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you, sir. So this motor setup is drive-by-wire. There won't be a linkage that runs from this. There won't be a cable or anything. It'll just be wires that run into the motor. So it's kind of nice. You can kind of mount pedals wherever you like them. A little more involved to set up, but They work good. They're really touchy to drive because it's just a proximity switch in there telling the butterfly valves to open or the butterfly to open. All right. How terrible is that?
Doesn't look too bad.
Oh, it's not bad. I can drive from. No, it's not bad at all. I mean, most people use this foot for the brake. Me, I'm like this. That's why God gave you 2 feet. One for the gas, one for the brake. I think we got the brakes. I need you to tighten these bolts up in here. They're 1/2 inch. And we're on to the next chapter. Go tell Mom to come in here.
All right, I came to check it out. What do you guys think?
Pedals
like
where
it.
they need to be.
I like it. I like
That's
it a
the
lot.
brake pedal that you're currently pushing.
I'm aware.
I was just checking to see.
Oh my gosh. I don't know a lot about car parts, but I know where the brake is and I know where the gas pedal is.
Are they too
I
far
even
off
know where the clutch goes occasionally when there's clutches in here.
Is it too
And
far off
I
the
know
floor?
how to drive a clutch, just so you guys know.
Too far off the floor, or does it feel fine?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's hard to know till I'm out on the Grand Highway,
It's called the open road.
the open road, whatever, Grand Highway,
Well,
open road,
Open highway.
the open highway.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's about all we're going to get accomplished on this thing today. Well,
But there are seats in it, and
we
that's
got,
saying something.
we got a lot done, actually. Tops fitted, seats are fitted, pedals are fitted. Next time we got brakes, some plumbing. We still may get her drove sometime in the near future. Just in time to tear it all apart and take it up to Robbie and get her painted. So, I'm
gonna be
looking
awesome.
forward to that day when she's painted.
Me
and we
too.
assemble it for the final time instead of... I've 100% figured out why I don't like to paint stuff. You know how, like, ominous this seems to tear this back apart and put it back together again?
And explain to the viewers why you have to do that. Oh look, Sock's is coming to visit.
Oh, he's gonna come scratch your seats
No,
up.
he's gonna do a CAT scan.
So
the new
basically,
digs.
come on, lay on the new seat, check it out.
Explain to why.
Because you can't paint it while it's together. You have to pull it into a million pieces and paint every individual piece and then put it all back together.
And that's not even including all
And
the body work.
that doesn't include the body work. And we're pretty good at body work. Robbie shouldn't have much to do. There you go. Socks approves of that seat. He'll be sleeping in here.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he will. 'Cause
No, he won't.
There's no front window. He can come and go as he pleases.
That's true.
Probably so. He's gonna go
He's
wander
gonna
all
get cat
over.
hair all. Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he just goes where he wants.
Not me.
That's
Yeah,
his
so-
favorite spot to sleep. I don't know why he sleeps on the cowl, but that is his favorite spot on all cars to sleep.
Well, guys, the end is coming near for this. I appreciate everything that they've done to build this because I just know it's a ton of work. But I personally don't know because I don't know how to build stuff. So I appreciate the heck out of them for doing this because it's going to be awesome and it's going to be on the beaches of Daytona one of these days. Mark my words. Thank you guys for watching and supporting us. We appreciate you.